Hello and welcome to your yoga flow. We're going to start in a seated position, and on an inhale, reach your arms up overhead. As you exhale, go ahead and bring the thumbs down to heart center, and we'll do that again. Big inhale to sweep the arms out to the sides like you're making a big snow angel. Place the palms together, and then as you exhale, pull the thumbs down to the center of your chest. Let's inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Feel the stretch on the sides of your body, on the arms, and then as you exhale, pull the thumbs to heart center. We're gonna switch it up this time. Take a big inhale, reach your arms overhead, and this time you're gonna bring your left hand down to the ground as you reach your right arm overhead, taking a big side stretch. Feel that length all the way from your right hip bone through the right wrist. Bring both arms back up and then trade sides, this time left hand to the ground. As you stretch that side body, you might even spin the gaze up towards your top arm so you get a little bit of rotation through your neck. Now let's interlace the hands behind the back and start to draw the knuckles down towards the ground. Lift the chin away from the chest. And if you're not facing the top edge of your mat, you can go ahead and move to face the top edge of your mat now. We're actually going to come to sit up on the shins as we take this shoulder opener. After you make the transition, go ahead and interlace your hands behind you, and we'll dive forward like a child's pose, but with the knuckles interlaced. And then releasing that stretch, take the palms to the top of the mat, start to shift forward for your cat-cow. On an inhale, arching the spine, lift the chin, and as you exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the back. Keep that movement going. As you inhale, arch the back, lift the chin, and as you exhale, tuck the tailbone under and round the spine. Big inhale, press away from the floor as you arch, and steady exhale, round the back. Keep it going at the pace of your own breath, and if there are any extra movements that you want to add in, go ahead and take those extra movements. Now coming back to tabletop, we'll send the left leg straight back behind us, right arm forward, holding in your spinal balance. Continue to breathe deep through the nose as you stretch the back. Now tap the knee and the elbow together beneath you, and we're going to do that a few times. As you exhale, tap knee and elbow, and as you inhale, extend. Exhale, tap. Inhale to extend. Exhale to tap. Inhale to stretch. One more. Exhale to tap. Inhale to stretch. Holding it this time, you can keep the arm and leg extended, or maybe you reach that right arm behind you and grab the inside of the left foot. Lift the knee and the chest a little bit higher if you have that bind. Finding a baby back bend here, we'll lift the chin. And then release for a cow pose, rounding the spine and tucking the chin into the collar. Inhale, arch the back. And exhale, round the spine. And then taking that to the other side, let's come back to a neutral back. This time, send the right leg straight back behind you, left arm forward, holding in that spinal balance. The left thumb is turned up towards the sky here, so make sure that it's almost like you're reaching out to shake someone's hand. Now as you exhale, bring the knee and elbow together, and then inhale, stretch it long once again. Exhale to tap, knee and elbow touch, and then inhale, extend. Exhale to crunch, and inhale for length. Again, exhale to crunch, and inhale for length. Exhale, crunch. One last time. And this time as you inhale and stretch, we're going to hold it, or maybe reach that left arm behind you, grab the inside of the ankle, and start to lift the chest and the knee higher. Getting an opening for the front of the left shoulder, the right hip crease, engaging the spine. We'll go ahead and release that bind, and then take your cat-cow once again. Now when you're ready, we'll move into a downward facing dog and hold there, pressing the heels down to the ground. Bend the knees, look at your thumbs, and then hop to your forward fold. We're going to rise to stand on an inhale, sweep your arms overhead, touch the palms, and then as you exhale, pull the thumbs to the center of the chest. Inhale to sweep the arms back up, and as you exhale, dive to your forward fold. Halfway lift on your inhale. Step your right foot back as you exhale. Get very strong in the legs. Sweep the arms forward and then up into a crescent lunge. Keeping a deep bend in that front knee, go ahead and place the palms together at the center of your chest. Lift the chest up high and take a big breath in through the nose. We'll move into a twist by tucking that right elbow outside of the left thigh, and then start to spin your chest towards your thumbs. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you'll open up the wingspan here and reach the right hand down to the outside of your left ankle. And if you can go even one step further, you're going to wrap the left arm behind the back, reach the right arm under the left thigh, and try to make contact with the hands behind that right hip. No matter which variation you have, continue to spin the chest open so you're getting a nice rotation of the back body. And if you have the bind, release it. Palms together at heart center. We're going to come back up to that crescent lunge. And then as you spin the back heel down, open up to a warrior two. Looking over the left hand, we'll flip it up, reach forward, up and back for a reversed warrior. Keep a nice lunge in the front knee. Inhale. Move to your side angle on your exhale. Left elbow on the left thigh, right bicep up by the ear. Now you can hold that traditional side angle, or maybe you try out a bind in this pose too. First by wrapping the right arm behind the back, hooking inside of the left hip crease. You can keep the half bind or go for the full bind by reaching the left arm underneath the left thigh, clasping the hands behind the left hip, and spinning the chest open to the sky. Keep a lot of length from the tailbone to the tip of the head. Right shoulder rolls back. Release the bind if you have it, and we'll circle the hands down to the ground for a chaturanga, maybe hovering that left foot. Take your cobra or up dog on the inhale, and let's move back to downward facing dog on the exhale. Bend the knees, look at your thumbs, and then spring to your forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, exhale to forward fold. Let's rise to stand on the inhale, sweep the arms overhead, and then pull the thumbs to heart center as you breathe out. Going back in for the other side, inhale your arms up, exhale to your forward bend. Halfway lift, and then step that left foot to the back of the mat. Firm with the feet. We're going to hover the chest over the right thigh, and then sweep the arms forward and up for that high crescent lunge. Keeping a nice bend in that right knee, you can place the palms together, and then start to pull the thumbs down to the center of the chest, keeping a nice lift in the chest. Taking the twist, you'll spin the chest towards the right, hook the left elbow outside of the right thigh, and you can keep that palms together position or maybe open up the wingspan. Now that's a pretty advanced variation, and you're welcome to keep it or hands together at heart center, but if you want to take it to that most advanced option, you're going to slide the left arm under the bridge of the right leg and hook the hands behind that left hip. No matter which variation you have, stay straight with the left leg, high on the ball of the left foot. Release any binds you might have taken, and we'll rise back up to the center in crescent lunge. Use that as a transition to open up into your warrior two, whole time keeping that right knee bent deep. We'll reach forward, up and back for a reversed warrior. Side bending, take another inhale and move into the side angle as you exhale. This time the left bicep is by the ear. You have a long diagonal line from your left fingers to your left heel. And you can keep that variation or swing that left arm behind the back and hook fingers inside of the hip crease. If you're moving to the most advanced variation, right arm can slide under the left thigh, clasp the hands behind the left hip, and roll the chest towards the ceiling. Continue to think of the neck as a long extension of the spine as you release that bind. Circle the hands down for your three-legged chaturanga. Inhale, both feet are down for your upward facing dog, and as you exhale, move to downward facing dog, pressing the heels to the earth. Now bend the knees, and as you exhale, spring to your forward fold, halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise to stand, breathe in, and then thumbs to heart center as you breathe out. Inhale, circle the arms up overhead, and exhale right back down to your forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale, and then we'll hop to chaturanga on the exhale. Inhale to up dog, and exhale to downward facing dog. This time on your inhale, we'll lift the right leg, bend the knee, and stack the hips open, finding a big lift of that right thigh. Now think of bringing your right toes towards your left shoulder. And then we'll straighten the legs, square the hips, and step that foot between the palms. Rising right up into Warrior Two this time, look over your right fingers. Straighten the right leg and start to shift the hips back as you reach forward for your triangle pose. When you get as much length in both sides of the body as you can, you'll go ahead and lower that right hand to the inside of the right ankle, left hand straight up to the sky. Your wingspan is open in this one, and you want to have as long of lines through all sides of the body as you can. You can keep that triangle pose, or if you want to use an opportunity to step forward into your half moon, you'll slide the right hand forward in front of that right foot. And one way that you can advance that half moon is by bending the top knee, reach the right arm back, and clasp the outside of your ankle. Kick the foot into the hand as you bow the chest open. Try to keep the left shoulder stacked over the right shoulder. If you have Chapasana, first release to half moon, and then we will all meet in a Warrior Two position, bending that right knee and rising up. Inhale to a reversed warrior as prep for Chaturanga. Circle the arms down, step back, and lower down. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale back to downward facing dog. For the other side, as you inhale, lift the left leg, bend the knee and stack the hips open. Think of touching that set of toes towards the right shoulder blade. Big lift of that left knee. Now as you straighten the leg, square the hips to the ground and step the left foot between the palms to rise up into your Warrior Two. As you cartwheel the arms open, go ahead and straighten out your left leg. Start to reach forward with the left hand, and then down and inside of that left ankle for your triangle. Now, even if you're moving into half moon, start with that triangle pose, trying to get as straight of lines through the arms, legs, and spine as you can. And then if you want to advance it, go ahead and start to slide forward into your half moon, lifting the right ankle in line with that right hip. Maybe the right arm rises towards the sky, or if you're moving into that up-leveled variation of half moon, bend the right knee for your Chapasana. Start to kick the foot into the hand and bow the chest towards the long edge of your mat. Roll the right shoulder back. Keep a steady focus with the eyes, and continue to breathe deep through the nose. If you have Chapasana, start to make your transition back to half moon. And from half moon or triangle, we all meet in that Warrior Two position for reversed. Inhale, cartwheel to Chaturanga on your exhale, maybe hovering that left foot. Inhale, both tops of feet down as you up dog. And exhale, take the downward facing dog. This time we're going to move the hands together, bend the knees, and hop to the outside of the hands for your Malasana yogic squat. Bring the thumbs together at the center of the chest, and as you push the thumb knuckles into the sternum, use it to lift the chest even higher. Now we're going to take the left hand up to the sky as the right arm hooks in front of that right shin. So you're using that right forearm as leverage to deepen that opening. And if you want to make it even more advanced, you're going to wrap the hands behind the right hip, spin the chest open, and lift the chin, looking up past that left shoulder. If you have the bind, go ahead and release it and bring the hands back together at the center of the chest. This time the right hand will go to the sky as that left arm wraps in front of the left shin. You can keep that open wingspan or clasp the hands behind the left thigh. Spin the chest towards the right and look up past your right shoulder. Both feet are heavy on the ground. There might be a tendency to want to shift more weight to the left foot here, so try to evenly distribute the weight and then come back to that long, steady rhythm of breath. Release the bind if you have it and turn the chest to center. You might stay in the squat for a couple more breaths or use this opportunity for your crow pose, placing both hands on the ground, backing up just a little bit so you can get the knees high up on the triceps, right in towards the armpits. Now, if you are working on crow prep, you can keep the feet on the floor and work on getting less weight in the toes. And if you have your full crow, you'll go ahead and lift the heels up towards the thighs. Pull the heels in close to the glutes as you draw the navel into the spine, and now go ahead and release the feet to the ground. Straighten the legs for a forward fold. And then walking the feet forward, go ahead and halfway lift, and we'll step or hop to chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. As you inhale, lift the right leg, bend the knee, and this time right away, step that right foot between the palms and rise up to your high crescent lunge. From your crescent lunge, we're going to bring that left knee to the chest for single-legged Tadasana pose. Lift the knee towards the chest before crossing the left ankle over the right thigh, sinking the hips low for a figure 4 chair. Thumb knuckles to the center of the chest, and then slowly start to lower the forearms down towards the thigh, towards the shin. You can keep that low figure 4 squat, or if you want to go a little bit deeper, drop the hands to the floor and straighten out your bottom leg. Maybe even wrapping the hands around that right ankle, finding the balance. Drop the chin towards the chest and look down towards the ankle or shin. Continue to breathe through the nose here as you find steadiness on that right foot. And then we'll release that left leg up towards the sky for a brief forward fold. And then on your inhale, rise all the way up to stand. As you exhale, pull the thumbs to heart center, and let's do the other side. Big inhale, sweep up. As you exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, and then hop to your chaturanga as you exhale. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the left leg, go ahead and bend the knee and stack the hips, and then we'll swing that left leg through for your high crescent lunge. Rising up as a preparation for your single-legged Tadasana, go ahead and launch forward and bring that right knee to the chest. Now cross that right ankle over the left thigh, sink the hips deep. Bring the hands together at the center of the chest, and then we'll slowly start to bring the forearms down towards the shin. You can keep that variation or drop the hands to the ground. Start to take the nose down towards the shin. And you might even play around with bringing the hands to wrap around that left ankle. Of any tension in the neck here. Find presence in the posture. And then we'll release that left foot down, right leg swings up, and then release into your forward fold. Rise to stand with a big inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, pull the thumbs to heart center. Good, let's inhale to reach the arms up overhead, and as you exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale, and we'll step or hop to chaturanga on the exhale. Inhale to up dog, and exhale to your downward facing dog. Go ahead and slowly bring both knees down to the ground. We're going to roll up to a kneeling position, and then place the hands on the low back, fingers down towards the glutes. Start to roll the shoulders back and look up to the sky. Try to keep the hips stacked over the knees here as you arch back for your camel pose. Now, if the spine feels okay to release the hands to the heels, you're gonna drop back and grab a hold of the ankles or heels here as you continue to lift the chest and chin. Take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose or the mouth. A couple more breaths here. Inhale. And on an exhale, we'll bring the hands to the back, sit on the heels, and come all the way forward into your child's pose. Let the forehead be heavy on the ground. Release the arms forward. Go ahead and come up to a seated position and swing the legs through for a forward fold. First inhale, reach the arms up, and then grab the feet as you exhale, coming all the way into that forward bend. Try to get the forehead down towards the shins. And if you can grab a hold of your wrist behind the feet, let one hand grab the wrist. Inhale, come out of that fold just a touch, and as you exhale, go to the deepest forward fold that you can. Go ahead and let go of the ankles, the feet, and rise back up. And then we'll bring the shins in for a moment to hug the thighs. And then drop the knees open into your cobbler's pose, sitting up tall through the spine. Find lots of length from the tail to the crown of the head. Now, if you can keep that length and hinge forward, go ahead and start to bring the chest down towards the ground, maybe resting the forearms and elbows down on the floor. And then we'll rise up out of that cobbler's pose, bring the knees together once again. Coming into Sukhasana, easy seat, we'll take an inhale to reach the arms up overhead, and an exhale to pull the thumbs to heart center. And one more time to seal the practice. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, thumbs to heart center. Bowing forward to yourself, and for you having taken this time out for yourself, it was an honor to guide you. Namaste.